Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, back with some more cool and unique camp locations for you. We're starting off in the forest this week with a location that I'm surprised I haven't managed to get around to it yet. But down near Charleston, there's this awesome little ship right here. And the only thing that slightly annoys me about it is that it's tilted. Just a little, not a lot, but just enough to where it may be a little bit of an annoyance. But overall, it is a really nice looking ship. I keep wanting to say boat, but I feel like that's inappropriate. It's definitely a ship. So if you're someone that runs a harpoon gun, you do get some free harpoons here. You will also get a cooking station. Of course, you had the dog food back there. Then you got some stew. I mean, free food. Again, always amazing. I can never get enough free food. I love me some food. So aside from the vessel itself, which is pretty darn good looking, I think if I was camping here, I'd want to make like a crow's nest up there. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I might get distracted, start pretending I'm a pirate or something. Now, location's right down here near the Charleston station. Fair warning, I'm not sure if camping there will screw up the random spawn at the station. That would take some playtesting. Now let's head to Toxic Valley, where we have a really simple location, but at the same time, a tiny bit of a mystery. Because there's a whole bunch of bones scattered around this spot. I mean, quite a bit. Then we got like a bear rug that's mostly covered up. I mean, it does kind of look cool. I mean, if they'd went all out on it, it'd almost be like a polar bear. But you got a chair right there, almost like a throne. It's got a sledgehammer with it. And then we got whatever the heck this thing is. And when I look at it, though, it makes me wonder if it's kind of like a little raider throne out here in the middle of nowhere. You do get some wood piles. That's whoop-de-doo, I know. But they're there, just in case you need them. I will say, I do like the flag. And getting a free flag that's waving in the wind's pretty cool. Now, if you're wanting to camp here, you'll find it way up here. It's a half-decent spot. For being in Toxic Valley, it's not horrible. It could definitely be far worse. But now let's head down to the ash heap. And while it might not look it, this is considered the ash heap. Now, you will get that awesome blue tent over there, and we'll get to that in a minute. First, we gotta wrap our way around. We're gonna start off with wood piles. I know how important that is to you, to have them wood piles. Now, you do get a free picnic table, chair, board game, that kind of stuff. But I really do like that tent. I just like the shade of blue that it is. And the fact that it has a free light on the inside is huge. Right, free lighting at your camp is also important. Because those lights will eat up your budget. Other than that, not a whole lot going on inside the tent. You will get a couch out here. I'm not sure why they bothered dragging a couch with them. But hey, they did, and that's their loss and your gain. More wood piles, alright? Apparently we can't have enough wood piles. You got plenty of you know what? We got plenty of flammable stuff and plenty of wood. I think they're trying to tell us we should start a fire. So, I mean, look, more wood pile? Alright, yeah, I think a fire is the way to go. But if you're looking for a neat little camping spot and you're aiming for around the ash heap area, this is solid. Technically part of the ash heap kind of looks more like Savage Divide. And you're fairly in the middle of two different train stations. You're also not horribly far away from White Spring in case you're wanting to head in that direction. Overall, fairly solid spot. But now to the Savage Divide. And look at that, we got a little bit of company. Look at them flying around. They're lucky I'm recording, I might pick on them. So first thing to note about this location, enemies apparently can't spawn here. There was only that one enemy, and he was legendary, so I was completely fine with it. I'm not 100% certain how the random spawns will go beyond that. But hey, I showed up, got a free legendary. I mean, it was junk, but hey, free script. So you got your cooking station here, and another wood pile, alright? I know one person's like, yay, wood pile. Everybody else is like, no, wood pile. I don't want it. Too bad, you got it, and it's free of charge. I do like the little cooking setup we have right here, where you got your free carrot, you got some other random junk, you got a blackberry, and a recipe. The recipe is probably not that important to most of you, but it is there, and you can just pick it up, throw it in your vending machine, throw it at somebody, whatever you need to do. It's there for you. So this camp does have a reddish looking tent to it. It's hard for me to judge the color looking back at the video now. When I have a green light on, I think it's red. It could be orange. It's a color, alright? We know that much. So toolbox, and over here, this is possibly the coolest part of this entire camp setup. You have like a rappelling rope, or rock climbing rope, whichever way you want to look at it. And add a little bonus, at the bottom of that rope, there's some more dead bodies, alright? So if you're in the market for dead people, you'll find them here. They are definitely hanging out. And I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. So location-wise, you're way down at the bottom of the map. You're definitely out of the way. Now let's head to the Meijer. And I don't know how many people are going to get on board with me on this location. But I feel like it has a very specific purpose. Because out here in the Meijer, there's this tree stump with candles on it and a black bolt. What is it doing here? What is going on? And I think I have the perfect idea set up for this camp. So, if you're camping here and you're a cultist, you got all the cultist totems, all that good stuff, set up here, throw your totems all around it, and you can have all sorts of crazy cultist mischief going on. I mean, beyond that, I don't know what you would use the spot for, but you're all a crafty group. I'm sure you can think of something. So location-wise, it's really not bad because you're close to Harper's Ferry, close to the Purveyor. Overall, fairly solid for its location in the Meijer. Now let's head down to the Cranberry Bog. Alright. Now, starting off, I would never camp here. Wouldn't happen. Unless it was like a dare or something, maybe. Even then, you're pushing your luck. But for this location, you will get a little bit of brain fungus, dead body, because why not, motorcycle. And beyond that, we're only really looking at the fact that there's like a little alcove, I guess, covered with logs. And then you got a little log bridge. Now, the reason why I would never camp here is you can see off in the background one of those little AA rockets, which means, yes, you're going to have Scorch Beast here fairly often. So, probably not the safest place to put your camp down. But if you're gutsy, not the robot, but if you yourself are gutsy, you can camp there. But that's going to wrap up all of my locations for this week. Don't worry, I'll have even more for you next week. Oh man, that'll be like episode 27. We're getting up there. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.